1 into 11 to 4. Some bookmakers are showing 5 to 2 against it. Baracouda, the horseback this morning, is very tight at 7 to 1. Some firms have got 13 to 2, and is 8 to 1 at the top one. Ansem, who has touched 9 in a place. It's then 14 to 1 you can get against Sudden Shock. 16 to 1 Celtic Native, the only mare or filly live on Channel 4 today. That's Celtic Native at 16 to 1. 20 Merry Masquerade, and a pony 25 to 1.
And this the placement for the Stayers Hurdle. The Festival Springfield Scally is the first to bound on, and already building a useful lead over It's Wallace on the inside rail as they swing into the back straight. Ansem is handy, and also handy is Celtic Native on the outside. They're followed by Baracouda, a couple of lengths Merry Masquerade, and Bacchanal at the first. Exuberant jump by Springfield Scally in front. Towards the rear, Carlavant, Sudden Shock, Baracouda won from last, and Roddick is held up in last place. Flight number 2, Springfield Scally, again with enthusiasm as the others stream over. Baracouda a slightly slow jump towards the back. And so Springfield Scally with a 10 or 12 length advantage going towards flight number 3. Making sure this is a good test as the others clatter over. From It's Wallace in second. Ansem, who was full of beans, going to post in third place. Baracouda next, and then Merry Masquerade and Bacchanal. As we look at them jumping the fourth, and again a bold lead by Springfield Scally. Took off a long way from the flight there. Did well to get the other side. Seamus Durack looks to see how far he's ahead, and it's a good margin. Need his specs to find the next horse. It's Wallace in second place. And then close up are Baracouda and Ansem. Ansem quite prominent for him. And then Bacchanal and Merry Masquerade from Baracouda, Celtic Native, towards the outside. Then Sudden Shock, Carlavant and Roddick. Springfield Scally on the home turn with a commanding advantage. Baracouda went off slightly uneasy, 6 to 4 favourite. Bacchanal at 11 to 4 in the pinkish jacket, Lady Lloyd Webber. Baracouda 7's Ansem at 8 to 1. On towards flights 5 and 6 up the home straight with well over a circuit to go. And the hurdles on the wide outside of the track. The executive trying to save some of the inside part of the surface. We have flat racing to come later on, of course. And again tomorrow. And Springfield Scally has come right back to the field now, joined by It's Wallace, the Plumpton specialist, up his inside, with Baracouda right up the inner as they clear the next flight. Ansem 4. 5 is Bacchanal, moving nicely. Baracouda is alongside Bacchanal. And interesting to see Warren Marston just humouring Ansem. Just gave the horse a couple of pats down the neck after that flight of hurdles. The striped jacket with the white sleeves there, just having to coax the horse along. He's notoriously lazy, but he is quite close for him. He has come from a long way back in his races to win in the past. Meanwhile, up ahead, It's Wallace has the advantage to Springfield Scally, with Baracouda with the white face very handy, and then Ansem. Bacchanal on the inside of Baracouda, and then Celtic Native as they begin the run down the hill. And behind these is Carlavant and Roddick and Sudden Shock, and Merry Masquerade tending to idle a bit. Now gets a reminder last of all, but it's still the 200 to 1 outsider. It's Wallace that leads the way, joined again by Springfield Scally. Another fairly long price on the outside, and the big guns are just waiting in the wings, with out wide Ansem of Baracouda, Bacchanal cutting every corner, and then Baracouda in the JP colours just in behind them. You might spot a white cap, Thierry Doumen. Up the inside in a red cap, behind horses is Carlavant, followed by Roddick, out wide Celtic Native and Sudden Shock. Over the first down the back there, Baracouda a bit untidy. And on towards flights 8, 9 and 10, the remaining obstacles in the back straight. It's Wallace, a length and a half going into the flight. Springfield Scally, then Baracouda. Bacchanal was awkward there. Baracouda into 5th place. Carlavant and Roddick, the 2 pipe runners, are close up, followed by Sudden Shock, still going quite well. As they jump the next, It's Wallace, with the others still waiting to pounce. And just struggling now, dropping himself out is Ansem. He's dropped the bit and passed by Merry Masquerade, and Celtic Native is last of all. Approaching the last in the back straight, It's Wallace. Baracouda working out Springfield Scally in the noseband. Bacchanal up the inside. Baracouda just in behind these. Then Roddick, followed by Sudden Shock, the black and white jacket. Carlavant still in touch on the inside. as they near the end of the back straight. I must say, It's Wallace is running an incredible race. He can't surely stay there for much longer as Bayrajan, the giant Bayrajan, looms up on his outside. Bacchanal in third, then Baracouda, who's going strongly under Thierry, followed by Roddick and Carlevant, the red cap up the inner. Sudden Shock as Springfield Scally drops away. They swing the final turn then with 2 flights to jump, but a long run to this second last, and it's Bayrajan making the best of his way home now, trying to get them on the stretch. Bacchanal, Carlevant coming there. Then Roddick, It's Wallace, Baracouda in behind them, and Bayrajan hasn't been able to give them the slip as Bacchanal challenges, and so does Carlevant, but Baracouda looks a big danger in behind them, switch towards the outside. Here's the second last. Carlevant ran down it, Bayrajan in the centre, but Baracouda is absolutely cruising on the near side as Bacchanal comes right off the bit now and can't go on. Then Roddick, but racing for the final flight. Baracouda has come smoothly through to challenge. Carlevant dives out to the right yet again. Bayrajan back in third, and now Thierry Doumen shakes up Baracouda, and he skips away merrily up the hill. Carlevant battling on for second, Bayrajan back in third, but Baracouda kept going. He idles in front, but he's not as idle as some of the others close home. Baracouda, the very impressive winner, from in second Carlevant, then in third was Bayrajan. Roddick 4. A gap then to Sudden Shock and Merry Masquerade from It's Wallace, who ran very commendably, and then Celtic native Springfield Scally, Ansem, and Bacchanal, disappointing, was just about last to finish in the end. Well, the writing was on the wall here, going towards the final flight. Baracouda was galloping all over the opposition.
With that, a 7-to-1 chance. Third best was that Bayrajan, and fourth was Merry Masquerade at